Hello everyone! Greetings from Las Vegas, United States. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the lead matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. I'm on my way to the matchmaking conference, so you will see quite a few videos of me filmed in the United States. Of course, you will see them only after I'm back to Ukraine, because it will take some time to edit them, so that you can see videos in a good quality and with a good sound. Anyway, what are we going to talk today? Since I'm in United States, we are going to talk about Ukrainian ladies and if they are going to be westernized, if Ukrainian ladies love being westernized. First of all, let's define what do you call being westernized. How do you understand it? If by westernizing you mean that a Ukrainian lady will learn English, well, this is probably going to happen. Actually, many ladies in Diolli.com base already speak English. Why? Because you have to have a good reason why you are looking for your soulmate abroad. How you are going to communicate with your soulmate. Of course, language barrier is pretty often just in your head and mind, because nowadays with all the technology, with Google Translator and stuff like that, many couples, they find common language based on their chemistry and with the help of different programs in their phones. So language barrier is not actually as huge as you imagine it to be. But anyway, will she get westernized? We have already discussed with you that probably she will learn English. What do you mean by westernizing? Will she stop looking like a Ukrainian lady? Will she stop dressing up like a Ukrainian lady? The answer is no. Like now in United States, I can spot Ukrainian ladies straight away, not only by high heels, even though like the fashion nowadays has adjusted this habit to wear high heels, because nowadays you have so many fashionable sneakers. So many Ukrainian ladies start wearing sneakers, but still in the evening, if you will go out, even in the US, you can spot Ukrainian ladies straight away based on the way they look. Makeup, clothes, shoes, ears, we love dressing up nicely. Visiting my last trips to United States and also to some other countries, for example, Israel, Tel Aviv, I have seen so many ladies wearing active wear. Like leggings, sneakers, t-shirts, and they wear it not only when they go to gym or when they go to jog, they wear it also when they go shopping or when they go to eat their lunch or breakfast. In Ukraine you won't see it. Why you won't see it? Because it's not that fashionable and it's not that common. Usually people wear active wear in Ukraine when they go hiking or when they go to gym. They are either on their way to gym or to yoga class, or they are on their way home. And still we prefer to change our clothes. In the US, on the one hand, I kind of envy, in a good sense, this freedom of US ladies when, for example, she has woken up and she goes to have her breakfast without putting much effort into the way she looks. Like literally she is wearing the same set of clothes and her hair is in the same style, so it's not that different. In Ukraine you won't see that. Like sometimes in Ukraine we take it to the extreme when, for example, you won't take out your garbage, or you won't go to the supermarket or mall without putting some mascara on, or without putting some jeans at least on. Definitely not in your pajama. So do Ukrainian ladies stop being Ukrainian ladies once they relocate, for example, in the United States? During this trip in New York, I have met my ex-client, and there is no such thing like an ex-client for Diolli.com, who is now happily married and have 3 kids. Like we have joked about that 5 years ago he was single without a wife, and now he is married and have 3 kids. If you are watching this, the whole team of Cupids loves you dearly. So anyway, he is married to a wonderful Ukrainian lady. And by the way, people who tell me often that you have to marry someone in her 20s to have kids. This couple, when we have introduced them, the lady was 37 and the gentleman was 11 years older, and now they have 3 kids. So, but anyway, this video is not about that. So my ex-client told me that his Ukrainian wife, she's still ex-Ukrainian. She tries to save their family budget. She's looking for some sales online. She's looking for some interesting activity that they can do as a family. So Ever since she did back in Ukraine, she has brought all these habits to the United States. Also, like Ukrainian habits to gather all the family in your home, to set the table, to have like family dinners. She still does all that in the US.
Photobomb.
That's a bit of extreme video shooting today, so if you will see some people in the camera, well, we are in the US. In Ukraine, like in all Europe, people are a little bit more reserved, so making small talk to strangers on the street, or when you go shopping or you go to the restaurant, it's not that common. And after watching some people from Ukraine and from Russia who live in the US like for 10-20 years, or some ladies who are married to American gentlemen, they don't get this habit, so they still act Ukrainian. Of course, international relationship and international dating is not for everyone, and when people choose to date internationally, they really choose the best from each culture and bring it to their relationship, to their marriage. So of course, some new habits, your Ukrainian girlfriend, fiancé, wife, she will learn them from you. Pretty much not that much from the whole society, but from you. As well as you will pick up some habits, some Ukrainian habits from your Ukrainian girlfriend, fiancé or wife. So will she be westernized? At some point she will probably get some of your habits, even she will learn some of your vocabulary. And if you tend to say awesome all the time, pretty much she will pick it up from you if she is in relationship with you, and she will also use it. As well as you will pick up some of her vocabulary. But if you look at the bigger picture, will she be westernized? Not that much. In Ukraine, ladies love dressing up. They take pride of being a woman, being female, and dressing like a lady, dressing like a woman. To be honest, I haven't seen any of my ex-female clients or my Ukrainian Russian friends in the US who, for example, feel okay to go out on breakfast without putting on something nice. I have already told it, I envy the freedom that American ladies have when, for example, she has woken up and she didn't put any effort into the way she looks, because after all she is having just breakfast. In Ukraine we take it to a little bit of extreme, but that's part of our culture. As a conclusion to this video, I can tell you that of course you can take a lady from Ukraine, but you can't take Ukraine from the lady. She will still insist that her friends and family, when they travel to the US to visit you and your family, actually stay in your apartment or in your house, because in Ukraine we call it hospitality. If our friends visit us, we tend to invite them over. And of course, each time we travel to the US, our Ukrainian friend that live in the US for many years, they meet us in the airport, even though the flight can be at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. and if it is a gentleman who is meeting us, he brings flowers. That's part of the tradition and culture, so you can't take it away from him. So will she be westernized? Again, think what you put into this definition. How do you define being westernized? For sure she will learn the language and she will put much effort into it. For sure she will adjust to the new culture, learn how to drive in the US, and I think it's much easier to drive here than it is in Ukraine actually, but that's my personal opinion. For sure she will learn some vocabulary, some local vocabulary, some slang words. Maybe she will get a habit of cooking something local, something American, but definitely she won't forget her Ukrainian roots. It will be always part of who she is. I hope it was useful for you, and I really hope you are not distracted that much by people, by the pedestrian who are walking back and forth. With love, Svetlana Mukha from Diolli.com.